Kara Carson, and also Coach Cole Hain. Now Southwest Minnesota is now 24-6 on the year. Coach, congrats on the win tonight. Any opening comments before we get questions go?
No, it's always fun to win, and it's at this point your goal is to advance and be one of the remaining 4 teams, and fortunately we were able to do that. So you get a chance to play tomorrow.
Hold up, any questions now?
What was the difference between the beginning of the first time you played Metro and then tonight?
A lot. Unfortunately, it's still fresh in my memory. They just handled us. I mean, more so than anybody has beaten us. I think they hit like 350 against us, and you know, they just played really well. They came out. I thought they were a lot more mentally prepared to play than we were, and you could tell they were excited to play, and we were in their gym. I think they realized the importance anytime you're playing a potential regional opponent, good regional opponent, that's part of it. But to be quite honest with you, I don't think our kids responded very well at all to them at that point. We just got worked over, and the score probably wasn't as close as it might have appeared, because I just thought they badly outplayed us, and we just felt we needed to do things better, and it's one of those things you try to erase from your memory banks if you can, and I thought our kids did a good job of that.
What did you do better tonight?
I think, to be honest with you, everything. I mean, we passed better, we served better, we were able to put some pressure on them offensively, and in that match, they just continually were on the offensive. We were just on our heels, fighting and defending all the time. So we were able to do that, and volleyball is a funny game in that regard. I mean, why should that be so different? I don't know if I knew the answer. We wouldn't have been in that boat that first time. But it's, I thought our kids responded well, and I thought for the most part in volleyball, if you handle the ball, if you pass the ball and defend, you've got a chance. And I thought we did a decent job of that tonight.
Kara, you being from Omaha, what's it like getting a regional win in your home state here?
I was really excited to come to Kearney just because I could have my family come then. It's a lot closer for them to come, and they would have traveled up to Minnesota if they could have, but it's just a lot easier for them to come into Kearney instead of all the way up to Minnesota. So it's really exciting to be here and to play here.
Terry, talk a little bit about that second set there. Tight play towards the end there. Metro State was able to go on a 7-point run. What were you able to do to respond to that and come away with the win in that second set?
Cross our fingers and get lucky. I mean, it reminded me just of our Duluth weekend, the previous weekend, where we gave up 2 huge strings. I mean, we gave up a 13-2 string to end the game that they won, and then we also gave up a 9-point run at one point. Those aren't very good habits to get into playing really good teams, and when you let teams back in, clearly you guys have been around the game enough to know that it's just hard once you lose momentum to gain it. And I can't remember exactly the play that got us off it. I think Rachel Westby had something to do with it as a left front, and we were able to score, and it just kind of got us back to let us at least take a breath and be able to play again. And then, it's a 28-26 game. I thought and I'm sure Debbie probably thought the same thing. I thought we had about numerous opportunities to finish it, and I'm sure she thought the same thing. And that's just the joy of a 28-26 game as a coach. And, luckily we got that. And, those games are always different, because if they win that one, how different is the match? I don't know, but it certainly creates a different light on things.
Alyssa, talk a little bit about what you were seeing out there tonight. 16 kills in the match. Big third set for you personally. What was working for you tonight?
so then was able to just, they would sometimes put a double on Brooke, so I'd be one-on-one, so then it's easier to score that way too.
That last set, Metro State started rallying a little bit there. What was said at that timeout to kind of calm everyone down and put this game away for good?
We were in a two-hitter attack, which isn't, you know, the best situation for us, and we ran some different routes, and then we talked about Kara we had talked throughout the match. We thought she had some, you know, offensive attack opportunities, and we don't want to do that a lot because we'd rather have people hit, but we got Mary a couple swings on balls she'd been scoring on, and she hit both of them wide, and then I don't know if it was Brooke or Rachel got blocked, and we just said, Kara, if you get the opportunity, we call it three court was open, and she dumped it, and because she hadn't been doing it a lot, it was something different for them to have to worry about, and they had done a nice job of shutting down our other options.
Any other questions? Alrighty, guys, thank you.